All right, what's up, y'all? Thundercat here again. This ought to be good. I stumbled across this video. I saw another cat that did a little clip of it. So before I completely watched this video, I was like, well, I want to get my own pure reaction to this thing. So I pulled up the link, and lo and behold, this is full cringe worthy. Um, I can't even. Well, let's just get started, and we'll get after what's going on here.
At Halarka with the group By Any Means Necessary, and I know that you were there.
By any
First of all,
means
tell me,
necessary.
what specifically is it about Milo Yiannopoulos that you and others have an issue with?
Well, first of all, Milo Yiannopoulos is a fascist.
And notice how quickly she just comes out with that. I mean, it's just, it's real easy. We can throw this stuff around. Nazi, fascist, racist, misogynist. They just love to throw this stuff out. So, definition of fascism here: political philosophy, movement, or regime is part of fascists that exalts a nation. Yeah. So we know this. I think by definition it would be really, really hard to prove that Milo Yiannopoulos is a fascist. He's a gay Jew, Christian. Yeah, fascist. I mean, uh, I'm getting real tired of people just throwing these labels around. The problem is this chick, the way she's doing it, and they're giving her a platform to do it. Like she's got some sort of credibility. She's part of Antifa. She's one of these organizers, and she's celebrating that property is destroyed in her own school, and people are getting hurt.
The white supremacist. He's funded by Steve Bannon.
White supremacist. A gay Jew is a white supremacist. Now, this just in. Gay Jews are white supremacists now.
He's an acolyte of Donald Trump.
Acolyte. I actually had to look for that one. Yeah, acolyte. Yeah, an altar attendant in public worship? A Roman Catholic Church? Okay, maybe? Anybody have any evidence of Milo Yiannopoulos being an altar boy? Maybe that's how he became gay. I don't know. She might have something there. I'm not sure. Ugh.
And he was on the UC Berkeley campus to try to recruit more fascists and to wage attacks on Muslim students, immigrant students,
I just love how she says this shit and she fucking believes her own bullshit.
trans students.
Now, Milo himself denies
This chick's kind of hot, though.
allegations. But again, that's why you were there, and that's why you felt like it was important for him not to speak. What is the real fear of him having a conversation with the 500 students or the
500
people who had bought tickets to the event?
Well, just to go back to how you characterize the protest, this isn't a question of violent versus peaceful protest.
Is this like the fascist version of Yoko Ono? I don't know. I'm just saying.
I was there, and there were thousands of people out there who were united. It was a mass protest. It was a militant protest.
Militant protest. And she's proud of that. She's proud of a militant protest.
And everyone was there to shut him down. And so whatever...
Shut him down. Doesn't this sound like... Okay, we got militant, shut him down, stop somebody else from speaking. This sounds like fucking fascism to me.
To do that, we were all there with a united cause, and we were stunningly successful.
A united cause? Like communists?
About it. Why not, chant and hold your signs and things, but when you take the barricades and you destroy the building and when you set fires, isn't that counterproductive?
Yes.
I think that the left has been...
It's dangerous. People's well-being is at stake when you do this. Assholes.
far too timid for way too long. And it's why we've even gotten in this position where we even have someone like Donald Trump leading a fascist movement.
Oh my God. Donald Trump is not the leader of a fascist movement.
States. We need to make sure that we have more mass protests, more militant protests that are mass.
More mass protests, more militant.
The reality is that these aren't people just putting forward their ideas. There's white supremacists who've already murdered 6 Muslims just
Oh my God.
5 days ago in Quebec.
We'll look that
There's
up.
a woman in Korea, or not from Korea, but who was
These are anecdotal.
Los Angeles, who was just beaten down by a white supremacist. We have a right to defend ourselves, and that.
But it's no big deal when 4 black kids torture a white special needs kid, right? No big deal. We want to talk about anecdotes or anecdotal evidence.
Not only a right, we have an obligation to do that, not just for each other, but for our communities.
So let's go back.
They're obligated to fuck shit up for their communities.
Speaking to 500 people, and some say that because of what happened at the protest, this.
I need a foil hat to keep the fucking radiation that's coming off of this fucking alien bitch out of my head.
Got national attention. He did national interviews. And so instead of his voice being heard by 500 people, now millions of people are online Googling.
Yeah, you give him a bigger platform, and he knows you're giving him a bigger platform, and he is exploiting the shit out of it. He's surfing on the giant wave of popularity that you dumb fucks are creating for him. And don't get me wrong, I kind of dig Milo. I don't agree with some of the stuff that he says, especially when he starts getting into religion or whatever. But there's a lot of other stuff that I agree on because he gets his stats together and he can, when confronted in a debate, he can deliver his ideas quite eloquently.
That defeat a little bit of what you were trying to do.
The right wing and the fascists in this country already have a spokesperson, and they've already found one in Trump, Steve Bannon, and also now Milo. But now what I think was so important about our success...
These people are so extreme.
...should be the model for how the movement needs to take things now.
This is the model. Fucking shit up, making sure that people are hurt, damaging properly. This is the model for what you think is going to be freedom? What the fuck is she talking about?
Yeah, because, let me finish. It's because we need to make sure that the millions of people out there who are angry and who are scared under
millions
Trump and everything that he's doing now.
Okay, let's say that it's millions. I'll give you oh hell, let me be generous. I'll give you 20 million. You gather all your folks together, I'll give you 20 million. Actually, let's go. I actually have the Antifa. I mean, there's their page. You can dig around. I started looking at it, and most of what I see is just complete disgusting bullshit. But if we give them 20 million, that's still a very small percentage of the entire country. There's over 300 million of us here. 20 doesn't do it. Eventually, see, this is what's going to happen. Eventually, a right-wing group is going to start fighting back. And these people that are basically Antifa LARPers, getting all dressed up in black, covering their faces, yelling out fucking bullshit. You know, fuck Trump. Fuck white people, fuck fascism, fuck this, fuck that. They're doing a lot of fucking. But the problem is they're not actually doing a lot of fucking. If they were fucking more, they wouldn't have time for throwing rocks at people and lighting shit on fire. Go get laid. Take a bath. Find somebody that you're attracted to and go do some screwing. Maybe smoke a joint and chill the fuck out. God damn, I can go all over the place with this shit. But like I said, eventually our right-wing group, they're going to start arming themselves. And when these people start some shit, it's going to get bad. They're going to go down. Because a lot of these right-wingers are former police or active duty police or active duty military or former military. They've got training. They've got handguns training. They're prepared for a fucking fight. And you people are just a bunch of fucking jackass dorks running around acting like you're badasses, lighting fires and shit, and you don't actually have a decent argument. The problem is, and the reason why the right is winning right now is their arguments are pretty clear. You talk to most of them and they can express themselves.
Know that there are people out there who will stand up and fight the way the movement
Yeah,
needs to.
and get your ass
Clearly,
kicked.
it was not business as usual. It was people fighting united in a mass effort, in a united effort, and by any means necessary.
We got to let the cops do their thing.
The business community, they were really upset because
the cops are ordered to stand down here at Berkley.
From the university. And so when you talk about this happening again, some in the business community have voiced a lot of frustration with what they've seen before. And now to anticipate even more of that, you can understand that frustration and that there is a lot of concern about what is happening at these protests. And that innocent people, those that may be with your cause, may actually be hurt as well.
But there's two things to that. One, Chancellor Dirks is responsible for anything that happened. And if the business community is upset, they should join the professors and students and community members.
Look at how smug she is.
Because he had a chance to cancel the event to make sure it didn't happen. There were hundreds
Fuck you. That's anti-free speech. 500 people wanted to hear Milo talk.
Two, a few broken windows is nothing compared with a lot.
People that disagree with you are not fucking fascists.
And if that's what it takes in order to make sure that more people don't get targeted, if that's what it takes to make sure that Milo Yiannopoulos or another white supremacist is not...
So you're creating a target and then asking for people to not be targeted. What the fuck sense does that make?
So no regrets at all about what took place.
You know, what we need to do is we've got to draw lessons from this in terms of how we can build even stronger, how we can make sure...
Yeah, she's trying to build a fucking army.
Continue to organize.
This is like... She's like the Asian Hitler.
All right. Yvette, thank you so much for sharing your perspective on that.
Fuck her. Fuck. Oh my god. How? This is beyond terrible. I mean, I don't want to ban anybody's free speech, but when we hear shit like this, you have to stand up and say, and this is why I'm making videos like this, because this is complete horseshit. She's pushing all the fascist ideas, and it's too easy to just point the finger and go, fascist, racist. You see what I'm saying? It's way too easy to do that. But we can pull things like this up and take her speech and say, look, honey, when you're creating an army, a militant army of people that agree with you, or actually don't know any fucking better, but are looking, they're young and they're looking for something to fight against. You're doing what Hitler did. Mussolini. Napoleon. Basically every communist regime ever. You're doing what they have done. You're saying the same shit. And the problem is you haven't studied history enough to see how dangerous your ideas are. Anyway, I'll drop the video in the description box for this. I'm on to the next crime scene. Until next time, Thundercat. We'll see you later.